Hi, welcome to another Factory TV video. As most of you know, Tesla just evolved to electric, semi-electric and high-performance roadster. In this video, you'll go through my thoughts and commentary on the event and what this means for Tesla and the industry as a whole. First, let's briefly take a look at the trucks. Trucking is a bigger industry than you might have imagined. Taking United States as an example, the trucking industry employs over 7 million people per year, and 80% of cargo in America is still transported by trucks. That's 4 times as much as air, pipeline and sea combined. With this in mind, you can easily see how logistic companies would be very interested in an electric truck that performs much better and is much cheaper to run than its diesel counterpart. The electric truck will do 0 to 100 kilometers or 60 miles an hour in 5 seconds versus 15 seconds for the average truck. In the worst case scenario, with a maximum gross vehicle weight of 80,000 pounds or about 36 tons, the truck will be able to get 500 miles of range. An electric truck is inherently easier to drive because there is no gear. But meanwhile, it's not uncommon for normal trucks to have over 16 gears. Tesla claims that 30 minutes of charge will get you 400 miles, and for reference, to fill the normal truck takes about 15 minutes. So either way, that makes sense if you're driving a long time and just need a break. Autopilot would be standard, so if you have a medical emergency while driving the truck, it will keep to its lane, gradually stops, and if it doesn't hear response from you, it will eventually call the ambulance. The truck is also claimed to be a lot safer. One of the reasons is due to low center of gravity, as the weight of battery pack is evenly distributed, making rollovers unlikely to happen. The risk of truck jackknifing has also been said to virtually eliminated due to independent torque vectoring on each wheel. The company is offering 1 million mile guarantee to each of these vehicles. So although that's pretty cool and potentially revolutionary, the main story was the Tesla Roadster 2.0. The original Razor was the first car that started Tesla back in 2008. And in 2017, it was finally time for a refresh. The new updated model is an absolute beast, so as many of you know, it can do 0 to 100 km an hour or 60 miles an hour in 1.9 seconds. And it's the first production car in the world to break the 2-second barrier. It can do 0 to 160 km an hour or 100 miles an hour in 4.2 seconds. It's set to also produce 10 kN of torque at the wheels. At the recent presentation, Musk didn't say the top speed but did say it is more than 250 miles. And now by comparison, here is the list of the cars compared to Tesla. I think the range will be key of converting or at least convincing those at a critical of electric cars that it's no longer a gimmick. And also, for all of this, it's important to note that this is a base model, the slowest option of this new Tesla Roadster. So the question has to be asked, is this actually feasible or it is the pie in the sky? Or the website Jalopnik spoke word Melins Weekend Vishwanathan, mechanical engineering assistant professor, he focuses on next generation battery technologies. He remarked that 1.9 second figure actually seems feasible. He also added that 200 kWh battery pack can easily go 600 miles. An interesting point of note is, he estimates that the battery weight alone will be 833 kilograms or 1800 pounds. As it turns out, it's actually the grip on the tires and the management of getting the power down from the motor to actual wheels that will be the main bottleneck in this vehicle. But Tesla has actually a lot of experience with P100D on that front, so it seems reasonable that they could get it done. The thing that stood out to me is that this guy is breaking all the records. It looked like Tesla is doing this to make a point. This vehicle was meant to be a statement, a kind of watershed moment to tell people that this is the direction the cars are going to take. No one can argue with it if it is faster, quicker, and more value for money than other supercars. The question must be asked, are there any cars that can actually do 0 to 60 under 2 seconds right now? The answer is yes, but they are all F1 car dragsters or rally cars, but surprisingly the acceleration of F1 cars from average is about 2.1 seconds to 2.7 seconds. For fun fact, NASA's Saturn rocket can do 0 to 60 in 1.5 seconds. A top-fuel dragster can do it in 0.8 seconds. It accelerates so quickly that the car is already traveling at the speed of 60 miles an hour by the time its rear wheels crosses the start line. Oh yes, and these cars cannot turn properly and need a parachute assistance for stopping. We have much more lined up for you in the next video for Tesla Motors. So stay tuned, press the bell icon, and yes, do watch the previous video. If you have not watched, the link is in the description. Please do subscribe. This is HD signing off. Bye bye. Peace.